Hey there guys, welcome back to my guitar room. My name is Guy and I'm gonna walk you through this new release from Amalgam Audio, which is the Fender Brown Face Vibroverb. Let's dig right in. Great amp, great tones. Let's see how I use those captures on the track that you previously watched on the beginning of the video. So let's do it. All right, let's start with the clean tones. Let's start with this one with the guitar, the clean scooped capture. All of my guitars are going through the reverb bus here, which is the Capitol Records from Universal Audio. I don't use the Tonex reverb, built-in reverb. I don't like it. So I'm gonna play this capture, the clean scooped cab without the reverb, and then I'm gonna add the reverb. I'm also gonna turn the compressor and we're gonna talk about the compressor later. All right, so here's the capture. A great Fender sound, scooped as it is a thing from the blackface era, but you can achieve this from this brown face era also. So I was playing something like. So it's a very percussive sound. That's what I went for. Let me turn on the reverb. Let's go to the different configuration here, bridge in the middle. So a great, interesting funk, groovy sound. I went with different clean captures for the beginning of the track. Let's go to another one, the Edge Bright Capture. Yes, I use bright captures on single coil also. So same settings, I'm not touching the EQ on Tonex whatsoever or adding other EQs. This is the capture straight out of the package. A little bit spankier. So you can see with this weird configuration, it has this really spanky sound. Let's try, for instance, the second position, actually the fourth position. Really great, scooped and Fender-like, of course. Snappy, but really with that brightness, of course, the bright capture, but it's an edge actually capture. So let's roll down the volume knob and see. Of course, Amalgam captures, you can get those clean tones by rolling your volume knob off a little bit. You start to get a little bit of that hair. Let's go to the other one that I use Like I said, I try to add different captures for different flavors. So this is also a vibrato channel, warm capture. Let's see. A little bit darker, of course, not so snappy, but you couldn't get any better clean sound than this. And just a fun fact for you guys, if you are nerdy enough, I recommend going to the Uncle Doug's YouTube channel, which is a really sweet guy and a really great amp tech. He has this video where he compares the circuit between the blackface Vibroverb and the brownface Vibroverb, which is a very rare amp actually. We didn't get many individuals with the brownface era Vibroverb. Uncle Doug explains why. And one of the reasons, at least, if I were you, and I would check his channel. I mean, it's a 1 hour video long. He's servicing the amp, but it's a very curious thing to compare the both circuits. Cardes also has like a blackface Vibroverb, but this one is very interesting. I'm gonna show you why I prefer this one. Now let's talk about one of the guitars that I use here, which I turned on the modulation from Tonex, which is the holder speaker. To play the intro part. So it's a cool effect. To have this on Tonex, it's just wonderful. But now let's talk about the compression. I saw a comment in one of Fabian's videos asking about how Tonex reacts with a compressor after it. And of course, the capture behaves with the compressor after it. Of course, it behaves beautifully. So this is the Vibroverb normal channel edge fat cab. So it's starting to break up a little bit. I have here the UA Audio 1176, so without the compressor. With the compressor. So you can hear that chewiness a little bit more. It's not doing much. There's barely a volume. I used to tame the attacks, and I use the same compressor on every track to do the same transient control. So it works perfectly. So you can just add a compressor either after your Tonex pedal, or when you're using software. It still retains the capture character, touch sensitivity, and everything. If you don't drive the compressor, it doesn't do anything. And when you drive it, it still has the touch sensitivity, because this is meticulously captured, and it's perfect, and you don't need to touch anything. I just added that compressor to tame the transient because it's a funk groove song. I didn't want that pick attack to stand out. All right, so compressors after the Tonex pedal or the Tonex capture, amalgam captures works perfectly. So let's go to our main tone here for the lead guitar. Now, I added some delay to it. It's a tape echoes delay. And the reason that I loved so much this amp is you don't need a tube screamer. Because of its era, a brown face era, to my humble opinion, it sits in between the tweed era and the black face, the black panel era, which is more like a scooped sound amp. And the brown face, it has a little bit of the mid-forward sound of the tweed era. So when you go for a dimed capture like I did, you don't need a tube screamer, just pushing your amp for the mids to pop up and you cut the mix. So let's go through this capture. This is the Fender Brown Vibroverb vibrato channel dimed balanced cab. So So as you can see, it has plenty of gain on tap for you to have fun with it. And it already has this chewiness and this mid-forward thing. Not that much. We're going to go through the capture with the tube screamer so you can hear the difference. But you already have that, crunchy blues sound. To my taste, this amp is the real deal for blues and funk stuff. That's why I went for this kind of track. So bridge pickup. Let me turn the delay, and this is a perfect lead sound. Cleans up beautifully. Let's go for that tube screamer. So first, without the tube screamer, the dimed only. Now with the tube screamer. There's not much different from the balanced cab. So with the tube screamer, without the tube screamer. The tube screamer, of course, another thing about besides that mid hump, it cuts the high frequencies off. But you know, you just go to the advanced settings and tame down a little bit of the presence, and you're good to go. Let me go back and turn on the tube screamer. Even the compression is like the same. It feels the same under my fingers. The tube screamer is a little bit, and of course it's a warm capture with the tube screamer. And I'm using a balanced capture. If I go with a dimed warm capture, tube screamer, it's basically the same. Warm capture, cab 2. So that's my favorite part of this amp. Like, you don't need a tube screamer to crank it up and just have a great lead sound. It can do it by itself just because of this reminiscent air of the tweed, and you know, you can't go wrong with that. And let's just check some other edge of breakup. Let's go with a crunch warm cab. Just, you know, Fabian's gonna go through all the captures, so this is just let me set treble back to 5. It cleans up really well. I mean, with single coils, you can go wrong with this amp. Let's go to a clean capture. Let's go for a clean warm cab. Let's see how that sounds with single coil. That's it, guys. What can I tell more than that about a Fender brown face amp with a normal channel, and the vibrato channel, the normal channel has a little bit more low end. So this is also a dimed bright capture. Let's see how it sounds. Too bright for this guitar, but if I roll down the tone knob, let's see a fat cab, dimed fat cab on the normal channel. Carlos told me this before, some brown face Fender amps can scare some Marshalls, so I think this is the case here. Great lead tones, great clean tones, you can do it all with it, and it sits right in between the tweed era, of course, and the blackface era, so this is one of my favorites actually. I like this more than the blackface. I hope you guys enjoyed this little walkthrough of these tones. I try to play more a little bit rather than talk. I think it's always better, but hope you guys enjoyed the track at the beginning of the video, and I'll see you guys later on the next showcase of an amp from Amalgam Audio. Be safe, take care, see you around.